So I just wrapped up my exams for try 1 of year 2 at Griffith. Some of them weren't that great, but it's, well, I guess I can't really say that. I haven't got any of my marks back, so we're just not going to think about that, and we're going to SeaWorld. We've been in Australia for a year and a bit, and we have not gone to any of the major theme parks yet, so this is our first one. New Atlantis, now open at SeaWorld. Now we can show all the cars that are already here at like 9:30 in the morning. So this is shame footage because we made it almost all the way to the front and I'm cold, so I came back for my sweater. Brandon's shaming me, not only because I'm Canadian and I want my sweater and it's like probably like 18-20 degrees already. But now we're gonna have to wait in a big long line because we went back for my sweater. Penguin. Oh, it's dark. It's so dark in here.
Look, they got pictures of Canada on the wall.
I don't think we have penguins. Yeah, but people might think you're serious. Yes, this is why we're here. The penguin.
Ask Benedict to say the word penguin.
Last thing you might expect to see here is penguins.
Snoozing is salty brine, all the Medusa so penguins get done. It's a common misconception that all penguins live for life. Here at Penguin Camp, over 100 rocks are provided.
Emperor, macaroni, Gentoo, Humboldt. Oh, it is just a normal exit. It is just a normal exit. Made it. Oh, no monorail. It's temporarily closed. Probably because it's June. It's winter here. It's when lots of stuff closes because it's cold. That's when they do all of their changes, I guess. Ooh, cacti. Like Griffith. Oh, it's really dark again. blubber. Jellies, those ones that are hard to see. That's just plastic, I think. They do look really similar when you see it beside balloon jellies. They do make a good point. Look at how small they start. You can kind of see them in here. The red ones are much easier to see. We just came out of the Jellyfish and there's a little boy that really wanted to go into the gift shop. And then it just made me laugh because I was thinking about the fact that every single one of these exhibits has like a gift shop and how every poor parent has to go through the exhibit and then drag their kids through and say like, no, you can't have that. No, we can't buy these for every single exhibition in this entire place. So one of the worst things about these amusement parks is Brandon is like a roller coaster person and I'm a water park person. And apparently that's like two separate types of people. He doesn't really like water slides and I can't do roller coasters. I could barely do like a swing or something at one of these. It's like a crazy motion sickness. I think this one is closed right now.
Yeah, there's a guy working on it.
Yeah, I think that it's still under construction. Well, I think it was technically open, but then they closed it again for enhancing some safety, I think, on it. Tried it with the swing. I wonder if it'll start.
Moderate to max. Pro level.
This is basically what I used to build in like Roller Coaster Tycoon, and then when a character would take it and then throw up, I'd be like, oh, it's not that bad. That has somebody who would actually possibly ride. I think I'd be the person getting sick. Just walking through the kids section. It's all Bikini Bottom themed. The higher one is going to be really noisy. To the underwater viewing gallery for the sharks. Going through the shark bay, and it's going dark again. 3, 2, 1. That sounds better. Probably is. They pack them all, and they probably like put something in the water to make them want to come close to the. Or maybe they just like the shade. They probably just like the shade. Yeah. Whoa. Like that one? We can see a shadow.
Their shadows make them look huge.
He is huge anyway, though. I wonder if being in a glass bottom boat is even worth the money. I feel like you wouldn't really see as well as like from the side. Polar bear shore. like how the States is only included because of Alaska. These are heavy bears. What's the size of a dinner plate? 42 teeth. But 10 more than humans. Pretty cute. First cub. I wonder if that's that one, that yellow one.
Oh, wow, look at him. Hey, wait, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it.
Sadly, this is not a show. We do not do polar bear shows. Because if we do a polar bear show, that will be the biggest and the last mistake I ever make. Alright, this is not a show. This is just a keeper song where we sometimes include a bit of training stuff with animal stuff. But this is not a show. Alright? Yeah, you can ask me any questions later on because there's definitely a lot of questions out there. Right, we have 3 polar bears right here in SeaWorld. We have 1 female and 2 males. Alright, our female is the youngest individual. She's 6 years old. Her name is Mishka. And Mishka was born over here. She's the second batch to be born here. She was born in 2017. And she's about 320 kilograms now. Yeah, and if you're wondering where she is, she's just back of house. Just behind that wall there. Alright, she has all the space back of house. And back of house is much, much larger than this enclosure over here. And it's further divided into 2 different areas. We have male side, female side, we have an exercise yard, and it's air-conditioned back of house. Yeah, it's set as about 18 degrees, 24/7. Alright, these 2 over here. And what up here, can you see the other one? We have 2 in here. See the other one? Alright, cool. The one in the water, that is Hudson. Yes. And the one that is sleeping in there, that is Hudson's twin brother. His name is Nelson. Yeah, they are both 19 years old. They came to us when they were just 1 year old. They came from Canada. And Hudson over here, he's the heaviest at the moment. He's 518 kilograms. And Nelson is slightly lighter. Nelson is just about the 500 kilogram mark. So they are half a ton. Polar bears is the largest land predator. The heaviest ever recorded was 1,002 kilograms. And that individual was 3.8 meters tall. Our boys is not that tall. They're only about 2.72 meters tall.
Just waiting for the sea lion show to start. They have $5 churros for sale at the front.
2 for $9. Single dollar.
2 for $9. Ooh, big savings here in SeaWorld.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to SeaWorld, and welcome to SeaGulls. My name's Sam, joined me today with Dolphin. Alright, now if anyone has a 3-year-old in your life, you might know that they do require a lot of attention. So I'm about to introduce my undivided attention, and I'll give you over to Sam. Now, Christo, while she's small, she does have a pretty impressive voice, doesn't she? So, how about we have a listen, shall we? What are you doing? Cheeky. Oh, you're not too cute. Let's see that voice. That was it. I think she ate that. Julius, my baby's a little mouthful. That's right. Now guys, I'm joined by Alice.
see with Jules, so I'm going to pass over to her.
Hi everyone. So Jules, can we see your teeth? Beautiful. Now those of you in the front few rows might be able to see that. His teeth are black and brown. That is completely normal for a sea lion. In fact, Julius will even let us brush his teeth. He's got his own toothbrush with his name on it.
Because he's tired of hearing us squawk at him when he's trying to eat him.
Well, they only get to a height of around 30 centimetres tall, and they weigh between 1 and 2 kilos. Now there's actually 18 species that you can find throughout the world, and a lot of people when they think of penguins, they think of animals that are very well adapted to cold climates. So think about king and gentoo penguins at the front of the park if you've seen them today. Those guys reside in the sub-Antarctic and don't really live in habitats that reach much over 10 degrees. Our little penguins here, these guys are what we call a temperate region species of penguin, and basically that means that they can survive a climate similar to what we have here on the Gold Coast. But generally you will find these guys in 2 countries anywhere in the world, which is Australia and New Zealand. In Australia you'll find them along our southern coastlines. So basically from around Sydney, south along that southern coastline and then up to about Fremantle in Western Australia. You'll also find them all around Tassie, and you'll find them on both the North and South Island of New Zealand. Now there's one case of a little penguin who was very, very lost that emerged in Chile in South America, which doesn't happen very often. But you'll only see these guys in colonies only in these 2 countries, Australia and New Zealand. Cherry here's going a bit cross-country coming to get her food. We don't often see penguins on the island in the middle there, so she'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure. So what we're doing today, guys, is just a pretty standard feed with our penguins. We feed these guys between 2 and 3 times a day. And one of the most important things is being able to tell our little penguins apart. So you will notice they all do have tags on their flippers, or at least the majority of them do. And these tags allow us at a quick glance to tell who is who. Now little penguins, guys, do have a lot of features that adapt them to the marine environment. The most notable one is the fact they have flippers. So these guys, they don't have wings like a traditional bird, but they'll use those flippers in a very similar manner to wings. You'll see they'll flap them to get through the water. That's where they get all their propulsion from. So they don't kick, they don't use their little tails to swim around. They'll actually just use those flippers as their main source of locomotion. And you can see they aren't the fastest animal out in the ocean, but these guys are actually very good at diving to depths of 40 metres to get their food. The deepest recorded dive was over 70 metres, which is pretty impressive when you consider they are a 1 kilo little bird.
Just looks dead over here. So we're skipping that Thrill something Thunder Lake. It's like a jet ski motorboat show. Because we came on a Monday, a whole bunch of stuff is closed. It's very, very chill. Also lots of this closed, I think, because it's winter. Is that the one for you? Possibly? Oh no, this is where it's at. Slippers. Polar bear slippers. Or the sad little narwhal. These guys staying warm. It's 3:30, we're leaving, we're heading back to the car. The park is alright. Yeah, the park is alright. I don't know if we'll come back anytime soon. Their shows are really badly timed. I think there's quite a few that are like at the same time, or maybe that's on purpose to like cut down on the crowds. Oh, it's hot. It was okay. It was a good day. The animals, and they have about what, 6 rides?
Well, 6 big rides.
6 big rides, a whole bunch